Hey everybody. Okay, so because I'm not there with you guys, I just want to kind of run through a couple of things just to get them out of the way so you can watch this video and pass the time while I'm not there. And so we didn't get too far behind. So first thing here, just make sure you get out this piece of paper that I probably just handed out to you guys. I just want to run through this and go talk to you a little bit about the course. Okay, so first thing here, obviously this is Algebra 1 and Mr. Laverick. Here's my email for you guys just in case you ever needed it. We are in room 229. Some materials that you may need. Make sure you get yourself some graph paper. It's in the stores right now, so make sure that you get some while they're out, or you can just order it on Amazon. You will need to do some graphing by hand, so just make sure you go and get some while you're at it. While you're out, get yourself a 3-ring binder. I give guided notes every single day, every single lesson, so make sure that you have a 3-ring binder to put those in and you'll start to accumulate those pretty quickly. Make sure you get yourself some good pencils and a spiral notebook also for your homework assignments that are coming out of the book. This is an 80-20 class in terms of the grading, 80% being the tests and quizzes, and 20% being the homework. I don't normally do homework quizzes or notebook checks, but those are just kind of things that, just make sure I am allowed to do those things just in case I feel like I need to. Here's the calculator that you may have, or that you are going to be using. You may already have that, and I would encourage you to get that if you do not have that. If you notice, looking up in the front of the room, you see 6 calculators velcroed to the front of the front board. Those are if you need it, like in case of emergency. Do not plan on using that every single day. You need to get one for yourself. Right now they are on sale. I just checked Amazon; they were $10 on sale, so not too expensive. There's the exact model number, and this is what it looks like. You could get it any color you want, though. Okay, Schoology, obviously your one-stop shop for everything in my class. That's materials, assignments, contacting me, everything. This is where I'll post your grades, and grades will be put in a relatively timely manner. I also have fourth period off. That's my planning period. Fifth period is my lunch. Me and a group of guys eat fifth period in my room. So if we are actively eating and you have a question, you look in and you see we're eating, don't bother us. We get 24 minutes to ourselves. But if we are not doing anything, if we're just hanging out talking, that is totally fine. You can come in and ask me a question if you need to. Okay. A couple other things about the course. This is like my more formal syllabus, and it's going to be active on my homepage there if you need it. But this is just kind of, I didn't want to kill a bunch of trees if I didn't have to. So this is kind of like the real logistics. It says a lot of the things that I just went over in that one sheet there. I just want to highlight a couple more things. First thing, homework. You should expect to have homework every single night. This is algebra. This is a high school math class. You should expect to have homework every single night. The only exceptions to that are, the no homework weekends. Obviously, Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, things like that, and also on quiz or test days. Quiz or test days, we don't normally do things after the quiz or test, so usually we don't have anything to do after that, so no homework on those days. Make sure that you show all work. I will not give you credit without all of your work shown, so just make sure you show all of your work. Just know that if you don't have your work, I will not give you credit. Don't be surprised if I walk around and I say, hey, I don't see any work. You can, I'm not going to give you credit for that. You get 2 late homework assignments per 9 weeks. So, and those are scot-free, full points, whatever. If you want to turn it into me late, you get that 2 per 9 weeks, and those do not roll over. Just make sure that it is turned in at least 1 day prior to the chapter assessment. That means that, if our chapter test is on the Friday of that week, just make sure all homeworks are to me on the Thursday. Okay. After the chapter test, I can't take any more homework from that chapter. The use of photomaths later under the internet or app devices will be resulting in a 0 for that assignment. Just make sure that you're not, passing off any other's work as your own. Yeah. Be sure to check Schoology for your math homework. I upload everything to Schoology. So looking here, this is tomorrow. I have a video here. I have guided notes. I have everything uploaded for you, and linked to each day, and also any worksheet. If the homework is a worksheet, you can't use the excuse, oh, I didn't bring it home, I've lost it, whatever. I always upload it. So if you ever need an extra copy or don't know where it is or lost it or something, make sure you check there. Okay, quizzes. Big thing here is you may retake 1 quiz per 9 weeks with a maximum of 90% on that quiz. And again, those do not roll over either. If you get to the second quarter and you haven't used your first quarter retake, you don't get a second one. It's just one per 9 weeks, and you get a maximum score to 90% on that retake. So if you get an 89%, it's not really in your best interest to use your retake on that quiz. You're just going to have to take the 89%. If you are 60%, it might be a good idea to retake that quiz. Um, Oh, yeah. Failure to adequately complete homework or in class tasks may result in a loss of retake privileges. Hey, if you're not going to do the work, if you're not going to do the homework or do the notes, you're just going to sit there like a bump on a log, you're going to lose that privilege of having a retake quiz. Okay. So just know that that's on a case by case basis. If I see that happening, and then you bomb a quiz, yeah, that you're going to have to live with that. I'm not going to let you retake because you just were lazy. Okay. Notebooks, just make sure it's clean and organized. Don't throw away anything until we get to the semester exams. I'll tell you when that is. Tests, there are no retakes on tests. Usually there's one chapter test at the end of each chapter. There are no retakes on that. That's kind of, you get what you get. Okay. Sometimes I do, like if a whole class bombs it, I might do like uh, you know, test corrections or something like that, but I don't do it. Those are few and far between. You see the grading scale there. It's the same for all your other classes. School activities, field trips. Just make sure you ahead of time let me know when you're going to be out. I usually have my copies made pretty far in advance. So if you're going to be out, like I just had it today, say I'm going to be out for fair. Okay, I'll get you all your materials before you go so that you have everything that you need. Don't cheat. That's what that says there. Here's your basic class rules. Here's one big thing that I wanted to talk through. It might be new for you guys this school year. You have to pass Algebra 1 to move on to geometry. If you failed Math 8, you would just move on, right? If you fail Math 7, you just move on to Math 8. You fail Math 6, you just move on to Math 7. If you fail Algebra 1, you stay in Algebra 1 until you pass it. You cannot move on to geometry until you pass Algebra 1. So that means that you have to take summer school if you fail Algebra 1. And it's expensive. You have to pay for that. It's not free. It's usually harder. And it's more like, you have to take it online somewhere. Yeah, don't do that to yourself. If you're sincerely trying and sincerely putting forth effort, you're going to be fine in my class. But this is just for those students that are going to try to, coast through this class. Be careful with that. Okay. Yeah, so that's all I needed to say about that. I kind of talked through this whole thing here. I do have all your book pages linked in here. You'll get books eventually, but all your book pages are down here as well. I have it linked in here as well. If you click on this icon right there, it opens up the exact same spot as I just did. This is just a PDF. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked on that. That's going to take forever to load. But anyway, this is just a PDF of all chapter 1. There it goes. Wasn't too bad. So it's just a PDF. You'll get your hard copy book pretty soon. But that's just showing you where that is. Seeing if there's anything else I wanted to talk through. Let's see how long is my video. 7:56. Yeah, I think that's a perfect place to stop. So hopefully that's a little bit about the course. And yeah, I'm sorry I can't be with you the rest of the day today, but I will definitely be back tomorrow. And yeah, looking forward to a good year with you guys.